ever started your day on a really good foot, and by the time you get to work, everything has changed, and then you've taken that through your entire day, come back home and wondered what on earth happened? Then today's video is for you. I'm Candice Bester from Grit, and I'm super excited to be bringing you another episode of our Grit community series, as well as a brand new 5-step process called Adapt and Thrive. The reason for us launching this new process is because we really want you to be rock solid when you go into any environment. The truth is, any environment that we enter is unpredictable. It is uncertain. And there are so many elements that make it that way. When we look inside and when we are able to shift what's inside and when we are able to work with what's inside, we can walk into any environment, and whatever is going down in that environment, it doesn't shift us. And that's when we get into bed at night and go, holy moly, how did I do that? And that's really what we want for you. So let's get straight into it. The 5-step Adapt and Thrive process. If you follow these steps, and if you are conscious about these steps, and if you actually make an effort to apply these steps to your life, you're going to see wonders. You are going to look back on a Friday and go, I had a really good week. So what are those steps? Step number 1 is set your stage for success. What that means is you have to put on a bulletproof vest and a big suit of armor before you even step out the door in the morning, which means you are going to be needing to prepare your mind, your body, and your spirit for walking into an environment that is uncertain. What do I mean by that? Well, I've got some really practical tips and tools that have really helped me. And so I'll give you those. You can take them if you want, but I think it's really about creating a quiet space first thing in the morning where you get to set the intentions for your day, decide who you're going to be in that day, and be very clear on the day that you're going to create. But these things have helped me so much. So the first thing, and there's books written on this, is make your bed. It sounds so trivial, but I promise it's not. And don't just make your bed meticulously. Make your bed as if you're making it for a hotel room. There's something that happens in that space where you are so present. And for me, I go out of my head and into my body, and I notice the feeling of the sheets. So for that moment, I'm so mindful. I've also then achieved my first task for the day, and I've done it to the best of my ability. After I've made my bed meticulously, I then go and brush my teeth with my non-dominant hand. This has made such a big impact. Again, it sounds so trivial, but again, there's books written on this. When you're brushing your teeth with your non-dominant hand, you again have to concentrate. So you are focusing on the toothbrush, the toothpaste, where's the toothbrush going? And so again, you're out of your head and into your body. And for that moment, you're super present. Mindfulness is coming into more of your day. Once you've brushed your teeth, you're going to look that beautiful human in the eye. And you're going to say 3 or 4 words to that person to just motivate you for the day. So what that looks like is, you have got this. You've got this. You are strong. You are resilient. You do have what it takes. And then in that moment, decide who you want to be in your day. So we are going to work as a team. In other words, the person in the mirror and me. We are going to rock this day. When I get into bed tonight, I'm going to feel like I have accomplished so much. When I get triggered, I'm going to breathe. And those are the kind of things that you are going to tell the person in the mirror. It's less about the doing and more about the being. You're not saying you're going to go see this client and this client. No, you're saying who you're going to be: calm, patient, loving, kind, compassionate, and what you're going to do to make sure that that happens. So step number 1, set your stage for success. There's many other things you can include into your morning routine: a gratitude journal, saying the things that you're grateful for out loud. It's so powerful because instead of thinking about the worries of the day, you're thinking about all your blessings, which has a completely different effect on your body. Straight on to step number 2. Step number 2 is, and this one is easier said than done, let go of the need to control. This is coming from the champion trying to controller of everybody else. When you actually realize how little you have, or how little in your environment you have control over, it's going to be a big eye-opener for you. You can influence people, you can influence circumstances, and you can do your best, but when it actually comes to other people and circumstances, you have no control over them. When you are feeling resistance in your day, when you are feeling triggered or just absolutely stressed and overwhelmed, I want you to take a step back, take a deep breath, and just ask yourself the question: what am I trying to control right now that is not in my control? And then, what do I choose to control instead? The only thing you have control over is you. And the more you do this, the more it becomes a habit, the more empowered you feel. It is magic. Step number 3, shift your perspective. If you are going to work every day hating your job, something in your perspective has to shift. I'm not saying don't go out and find a new job. And that's a good question. What are you doing to find a new job? That's a whole nother video. When you are going into your day hating your job or where you're going for the day, what in your perspective needs to change? And for me, it's things like finding things to be grateful in the current circumstance. I have a friend to rely on when I go to work. I can have delicious coffee when I get there. I have 2 new client meetings booked today. I have the capacity to find a new job because I have a fully functioning brain and body and mind. When I'm so grateful I have a job. I can pay my rent at the end of the month because I have a job. Can you see how just sitting down and finding things to be grateful for and shifting your perspective about something that is really bringing you down, I promise you're going to feel it. It's going to make a big, big difference. So step number 3, shift your perspective. Again, that's what's in your control. Step number 4, again, easier said than done, but you absolutely have the capacity to do it, is to lead by example. Whatever you are wanting from somebody else, be that first. So often I used to think, if that person could just be kind and compassionate and just understand that I'm having a hard time, until I realized that I needed to be that to show people how to be that. You can literally uplift the entire staff's morale by deciding to be the positive energy, by deciding to be the person who cheerleads and motivates everybody, by deciding to be the one who's going good morning with a happy smile on your face and bringing the positive energy in. So remember, whatever you want from others and whatever you want your environment to look like, you need to be that. And your positivity 100% will rub off on other people, and they're going to look at you and go, what the heck? What are you doing? And I need to have more of that. And then they're going to try too. And that's how we change the world. And then step number 5 is celebrate the wins. Every single day we have wins. Every single day we have things to celebrate about ourselves, about our abilities, about how much work we're putting into. But we don't know how to look for those things. Our brains are not designed to look for them. They're not designed to look for what's going well and what we're doing right. They are designed to look for danger and to look for what's missing and for what's going wrong. And when you look for those things, you will find them. But that is not what's going to make you feel motivated and resilient and solid in an environment that is not in your control. So get into bed at night, set an alarm to remind you, and just sift through your day, noticing and pointing out every single thing that you did that day that really you are proud of. It is not arrogant. It would be arrogant if you went and told everybody, look how great and amazing I am. This is an internal job. You're doing this for you because you know that the more you look for, the more you're going to find, and that's going to keep you motivated. Just one last reminder, you are powerful, you are solid, you are complete, and you are beautiful. There is nothing that needs fixing. There is nothing that is broken. It is a beautiful journey that you are on, you and I together. And this beautiful journey is hopefully leading us towards more self-awareness, more self-love, and all the things that we can control. And ultimately, that is going to affect every area in our life positively. Thank you for watching this video. Please, please, please share this video with somebody. We all know people who are struggling in their environments. And like it and share it and subscribe, because every single interaction is what we're relying on. And I will see you next week for another video.